Greetings to another video. I've just on a little ride, but I wanted to share something that happened to me last week because it basically just scared me, really shook me up, and I feel like we need to talk about it because this kind of stuff needs to stop. Anyway, this is what happened. So yeah, I was just riding into Manchester, as I've done 1,000,001 times, just in the bike lane, and this bus just, I can't even believe how close it was. It just felt like it brushed past me. It felt even closer than it looks like on the video. And the fact that I was even filming at that moment was just lucky that in that second, that's when it happened. And I know some people are like, oh, you shouldn't have been like filming, but it's just the same as like, I'm used to riding one-handed, and like it's just the same as getting a drink from your water bottle. Regardless, a driver should not be that close to a cyclist or a pedestrian or a horse rider or anyone else that's on the road, or even another car. Like that was just ridiculous. And yeah, after that happened, I had to like go and have 5 minutes. I was properly shaking, and I'm so used to riding in traffic. It doesn't scare me, I'm quite used to it, but that was just the worst close pass, and I've had close passes before. That was by far the worst. And when people are in a position of that's their job to drive, then they should be, like, everyone should be cautious, but they should be even more cautious. I mean, the size of that bus as well, and it really, really shook me up. And then when I got back and looked at the footage, I was thinking, like, and this is not taking any responsibility away from the driver, because it was his fault. He should have been driving with more attention. But then I was like, what could I do to make myself more visible and for that not to happen again? And I was like, what could I do? And I looked and I was like, do you know what? I could have been wearing something bright. I had a black backpack on. I had a green jacket. So I was like, right, wear something brighter. I didn't have a backlight on that day either. And I was like, right, I'll always take a backlight with me. And then the other thing that I thought, actually, what can I do to prevent that happening again, was, and actually a lot of you mentioned it, because I'm very grateful as well to be supported by Garmin. A lot of you asked me to review and like try, because so many of you have got so many great recommendations, is the Varia. So basically the Varia is a incredible piece of technology that enables you to get like a rear view and alerts you when a vehicle is, you know, coming up behind you. It's up to 140 meters away, and until I actually used it, I didn't realize actually how far 140 meters was. The RCT 715 is the one I've got, and it's got up to 6 hours battery life, and you pair it to either your Garmin head unit or like your smartphone via the Varia app. And what I found and what I liked about it is a really long way back. Like before I could hear anything, it alerts you that there's a car behind, and I could not believe it. Like I tried it like literally last week, went out, and it alerted me that there was a car, and I was like, I can't hear anything. And I looked, and it was so far behind me that I think it's just such a good way of kind of keeping you alert. And it's almost like, do you know when you're out on a group ride and you shout like, you know, car back, car up or whatever, or if you're in Scotland, I think, did they say nose up? You know, if you're from Scotland, let me know. But it's like having that alert and having someone there telling you, actually, yeah, there's a car behind. I'm just waiting around for a car to tip them on their lane. I think it's invaluable, and I just wish I'd had it on that day so that one could have been alerted to it, because I couldn't even hear it. It was so windy that day. And that's another reason why it's really good if you're in like windy weather and you can't hear traffic as much, and especially if you're on country lanes and it's really windy, it just kind of like gives you that reminder, well, and warning that there's a car approaching. And I think anything that improves safety, that improves visibility, is incredible. And the fact that it's got a camera on it that you can then report incidents. There's 3 different options. There's one which is just the actual unit itself. There's one that's got a light on as well, and the one that I'm going to be showing you today has got a light and a camera. The camera, it does 1080p, it's continuous filming, and And I wish I'd had that on that day, because even though I was filming with the GoPro, it didn't get the registration. So as much as I want to be able to report these things, because I actually think that reporting this is the thing that's going to hopefully make it stop, because drivers are going to have to take more responsibility. Luckily, I had the number of the bus and the time of day, but if you had a registration, it just makes it that much better to be able to take to the police, for example. So yeah, it's RCT 715, the Varia that I'm talking about. But yeah, it's got a camera, a light. I think it can be visible from a mile away, and that's just really good to have for extra visibility. Because I've always got I'm supported by exposure as well. Very grateful. I've always got I've got the Trace R on at the minute. That's a really good rear light. So I always think more lights you can have, the better. And to be able to have something that can continuously film, it's basically like a dash cam for your car, but for your bike. Also, it is really easy to attach to your bike. So there's different mounts for different shaped seat posts, but then it just kind of straps on with, so they're really tough rubber straps, and then it just clips in, it locks into place pretty tightly. I know a lot of people ask, what about bikepacking bags? There are some third-party mounts that you can get. I don't think, because this is a new design, the other two versions were like the regular Garmin mounting system, whereas this is slightly different. So I'm sure there will be some third-party ones coming out soon. So yeah, I'll let you know if I find any of those. It's sad that it's come to having to report stuff like that to the police. I just wish that we could all just share the road, but it's not the case. And yeah, I think having devices like this is so handy and so helpful, and hopefully I just hope it helps us to share the road a little bit better. And I didn't want to just kind of share this video, the clip of that, and just be like, oh, drivers, they're idiots, I want it to be kind of helpful and useful to any of you to prevent that happening, because the last thing I want to do is kind of put anyone off getting on a bike. But I feel like the more riders there are, the more this is reported, the better infrastructure we'll have, and hopefully the more respect that we'll have from drivers, or drivers just being able to pay more attention to what's going on the road, because he clearly wasn't. Also, thanks so much to Garmin. They are a sponsor, but thank you to them just for making such incredible products like this that are hopefully going to help keep the roads a little bit safer. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next video. Whoa. I've not got anything for you, I'm sorry. Jesus Christ, it's true, look at all the dribble. I'm sorry, I've not got anything for you, my friend. Come on, let me just film. Go on, bugger off. Bye. Oh, he actually listened to me, I feel bad now. There's a guy here with a dog. Hello. Did you hear it? See, that was going off, it just picked someone up from behind. Hello. Hey up. Hey up.
You're not talking then.
Oh, hello. Have a nice rest of your day. See you later.
Is this your latest YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube. That's it.
Yeah, good for you.
Oh, thank you.
Have a great day.
Oh, thank you. You too. Oh, I forgot what I was going to say now.